So if you're an author wondering how on earth to make your book stand out in 2025, you are in the right place. We're about to give you the blueprint, and we're going way beyond just a simple list of tips today to give you a real strategic framework for success.
I mean, this is the question, right? It's the one that keeps authors up at night. The book market today feels like this huge, stormy ocean, and it's just so easy for your book to feel like a tiny boat lost at sea. So the real question is, how do you build a lighthouse that guides readers right to you?
Okay, here's our game plan. We're going to tackle the big marketing challenge of 2025. Then we'll dive into your digital footprint, talk about growing your author community, master direct outreach, and finally pull it all together into a balanced marketing plan.
All right, let's get right into it. Succeeding in 2025 isn't about just throwing a bunch of marketing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. It's about creating a cohesive plan where every single thing you do supports everything else. We're moving past a random checklist and into a real strategy.
And the secret to this whole strategic plan, it's actually a pretty simple framework. Think of it like a three-legged stool. Why a stool? Well, because if you take away even one of those legs, the whole thing just topples over. So what are these three pillars that are going to support your entire author career?
3. That's the magic number. It's the key that turns all that overwhelming chaos of book marketing into a simple, powerful, and totally manageable system. Ready to see what they are? Let's break them down. Okay, our first pillar. This one tackles probably the most painful problem for any author: invisibility. It's that fear that you've poured your heart and soul into a brilliant book, but no one will ever find it. This pillar, your digital footprint, is all about building a foundation that makes you absolutely impossible to ignore. Now, a huge part of this is social media, but listen, the secret is focus. Don't try to be everywhere. Instead of just posting "buy my book," share a photo of the coffee shop where you wrote your favorite chapter, or, a short video about the real person who inspired a character. It's those small, authentic glimpses that turn followers into actual fans.
And while social media is like renting a little spot on someone else's property, your author website, that's the land you own. It's your home base, your headquarters. By optimizing it for search engines, you're not just putting up a sign, you're building this powerful, permanent magnet that pulls readers to you 24/7.
This slide really captures the two sides of visibility perfectly. Think of it like this. Organic reach from your website and social media, that's like planting a tree. It takes time, right? But it grows strong and gives you shade for years. Paid ads, on the other hand, are like a rocket launch, a powerful, targeted burst that gets you into orbit really fast. A truly effective plan needs both. All right, so people can find you. That's a huge step. But what happens next? That's where our second pillar comes in. See, it's not enough just to be found. You have to be trusted. And that is all about building a real human connection with your readers. One of the biggest shortcuts to building trust is to borrow it from people who already have it. When you partner with a book blogger or a book talk influencer, you're not just getting your book in front of their followers, you're getting a warm introduction from a friend they already trust. And that kind of authentic endorsement, it's priceless. Okay, if your author platform is a house, your email list is the foundation. Seriously. Social media platforms can change their algorithms overnight and poof, your reach can disappear. But your email list, that's yours. It's a direct line to your most loyal fans, a community you can connect with for years to come. And of course, we have to talk about reviews. Think about the last time you bought something online. Did you just click buy, or did you scroll down and see what other people were saying? Reviews are the digital version of a friend leaning over and saying, "You have to read this book. They are pure gold." Finally, let's talk about the power of working together. The author world can feel competitive sometimes, but it is also so incredibly supportive. Partnering with other authors in your genre for things like newsletter swaps isn't just a smart marketing move. It's a way to build community, share audiences, and lift each other up. It's the ultimate win-win. So you're findable and you're trusted. You've built the engine. Now it's time to hit the gas. Our third and final pillar is all about being proactive, about taking your message directly to the people who need to hear it, and making sure you're not just a whisper in the wind, but a voice they can't ignore.
This is where you stop waiting for readers to come to you and you start going to them. Actively reaching out to podcasters and bloggers, it's not about being pushy, it's about being generous with your story and your expertise. And for those of you who are tired of that daily social media grind, this is your escape hatch.
In a world of screens and algorithms, there's a special kind of magic in showing up in person. A handshake, a shared laugh, a signed copy of your book, these are the moments that create a deep, lasting connection. Digital is great for reach, but in-person events are where you turn readers into passionate advocates for life.
So, we have these three powerful pillars. But here's the crucial insight. They're not separate strategies. They're a system. The real magic happens when you integrate all three, creating a marketing plan that becomes this self-reinforcing engine for growth. And there it is, the entire framework in one place. Your digital footprint makes you findable. Your author community builds trust. And your direct outreach makes sure you're heard. See how they all feed into each other? A great podcast interview sends people to your website, where they sign up for your email list. It's a beautiful, powerful cycle.
So as we wrap this up, I want you to just take a moment and think about your own marketing. Which one of these pillars, being findable, being trusted, or being heard, is the weakest link in your chain right now? Because that's your starting point. That's where you can make the biggest impact. A balanced plan isn't just about selling more books. It's about building a sustainable, fulfilling career. Now go build your stool.